Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading at number 664. Before getting into this reading, chances are most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, so if you do decide to support my channel, thank you very much. So starting with interpreting the number 664, there's unconditional love, the devil energy, unhealthy attachments, or temptations. It feels like for someone here the way out is unconditional love for yourself. It feels like it's mostly for yourself. It can be outside of yourself, but just take it wherever it resonates. There also you need to make sure that you are investing enough within and enough without, being connected enough with your inner world and the physical world, not ignoring reality, but also not ignoring your imagination. There's definitely something here about embracing all that you are, and I just felt something here about in your light energy, your dark energy, and your gray energy, which I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it does feel significant. I just saw the number 15 and the number 2 on the timer for this video. So that the devilish temptation, unhealthy attachment type of energy here is really being confirmed, and you are being guided to release self-destructive thoughts and feelings and ultimately decisions and expressions and stuff like that. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 has been floating around quite a bit lately for me. So if you do feel guided to seek guidance, to reflect and gain insight and wisdom, there is confirmation here that of this more cerebral air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini type of energy. Your thoughts here feel significant. I feel like there needs to be recognition here that the root of your actions and your decisions, your beliefs and your feelings is your thoughts, the way that you think. So as I like to say, I look at the brain as like the mitochondria of a cell. The brain is the powerhouse to the human experience. So I'm going to now draw out a card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle to see what messages your ancestors have for you today, tonight, for this video, whenever you're watching it. I'm first going to start with interpreting the cards intuitively, and then I'm going to read the meanings from the guidebook. So let's go ahead and draw out this card. I gotta sneeze here, I think. 1 second. Whew. So when I sneeze, that's a sign of blessings. Good luck. Maybe there's something here, many little things here that you can be excited about. The Ancestor Spirit Oracle card that I have, it seems like your ancestors are encouraging you to embrace or connect with Mother Earth, or embrace too. It says reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, and harvest. It's interesting because I moved this like over the sun, and you need the sun to grow plants. The earth needs the sun. It's interesting depending on how deep you take it. But yeah, there's definitely clearly something significant here about connecting with the earth, with nature. There could be nature spirits trying to connect with you. If you believe in those, you might connect with plants or animals or just landscapes. Like me personally, I love I love nature and stuff like that. But if you do feel drawn to that, pay attention. The color green could also represent more earthy, grounding, 3D human experience type of energy. I feel the earth here is a feminine energy. It's being represented as a feminine energy because femininity is about growth, nurturing, patience. And I feel like you need to embrace this side of yourself that wants to grow, that wants to nurture yourself in the way that you deserve and the way that you need to get to where you deserve to be in life, with your relationships, your job. You deserve to be aligned with who you are in terms of your expression, so that way you can manifest a reality that truly aligns with who you are. People with similar morals that understand you, a job that understands you when it comes to what drives you in life. If you feel called to work with nature more, there is confirmation here for that. I know that Mother Earth can also be called Gaia, and there's also a subscription service called Gaia. Imagine if that was a sponsored video, that'd be pretty cool. But no, maybe that could be a significant service for you. I've never used it. Maybe look up reviews if you feel called to. But let me go ahead and open up this. I'm hearing Italian, I think it's pronounced La Guida, which means the guidebook for the ancestor spirit. Oracle cards. I feel like your ancestors are really coming through to enforce the meaning that has been written in the book. So let me open up this to the right page so I can read it to you. Okay. Reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, harvest. I also forgot to say, I did say recently that a garden could be significant, so strong confirmation there for somebody. Potentially. And harvest here, there's this, like, you reap what you sow. To get the abundance that you want, you're going to have to invest over a long period of time. It says Incan culture is renowned for engineering and adaptation. The Incan people transformed the plains, deserts, and mountains and tropical jungles by constructing roads, buildings, terraces, canals, and irrigation network. Crop rotation and fertilization were used to produce crops including potatoes, nuts, maize, pepper, avocados, tomatoes, and quinoa. The Incas appeased their deities with rituals, songs, and offerings. When unhappy, they could cause droughts, floods, earthquakes, all of which could affect crops. Yeah. This is interesting because I'm being reminded again of the nature spirits, because the nature spirit card in this deck, they, I think that's called the Hudafolk people, where they affect nature. You might be drawn to like weather patterns or the seasons, or just, drawn to Earth in some specific, unique way. It says the calendar was marked with religious ceremonies that were held in holy places like huacas, I think it's pronounced as. The Incan goddess Pachamama, I think that's how you pronounce it, Pachamama, is akin to Mother Earth. She represents the feminine soul of nature and is provider of life, food, animals, and water. Connected to mountains, she could cause earthquakes, but also had the power to sustain life. She was ever present in the Incan life, and many shrines were devoted to her. There really could be some like gods, goddesses, deities, higher powers that you are curious about or believe in related to mythology and like spiritual meanings for seasons and just stuff like that. I was gonna say stuff of that nature. I feel like someone's spirit guide here wanted to make a pun. But it says the ancestors speak. Mother Earth is calling to you. This card is a reminder of how important it is for you to be outside in nature. You may have drawn this card because you have been too busy to go outdoors. It's time for you to reconnect with the trees, plants, and earth. I don't know, I mean, if you haven't heard already, everyone says a lot of the time about going outside barefoot. You are encouraged to learn more about gardening or horticulture. Planting some herbs, tending to your garden, or spending more time outdoors will benefit your mind and body. In the divinatory meaning, I just saw 111 on the timer, which is a message for somebody to trust yourself. Something might have resonated for you in the Ancestors Speak section, but the divinatory meaning says, there is great joy in eating straight from your garden. Consider growing your herbs, fruit, and vegetables if you already grow your own plants. If it isn't obvious already, there's definitely a strong feeling here about connecting with the earth, and you are being called to connect with the earth in the way that you feel called to. It says if you already grow your own plants, this might be a nudge to get out and give them some TLC. Being out in the garden is great for your energy. It is relaxing for you and good for the environment too. So someone also might be experiencing like the winter seasons. I know here where I am in America, it's the winter season. And I know there's other people around the world probably experiencing it too, right? And there's something here about your energy and how it's affected by the seasons. So be mindful of that and make sure you're being kind to yourself when you need to be kind to yourself. Yeah, and I just saw 122, which is a sign. I saw that on the timer, by the way. It's a sign to remember that, change starts with you. Be the change that you wish to see. And I just saw 123. That number's been significant for me. It's a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. As a message to you. Did I say 122? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at change starts with you because I don't remember that far back. But I'm going to start wrapping up this reading now by drawing out a card from this box of cards, which are cards that I made myself. If you didn't already know, I just saw the number 13 on the timer. The number 13 is about good luck, changing your luck. There's a need here to recognize that you are in control of the majority of your luck. We can't control everything, but we can protect ourselves from ourselves. That is something that we can control, which is interesting because I did pull the Three of Swords, air, logic, ideas, intellect. Literally, didn't I say that there's a strong cerebral energy here? Yeah, your mind is definitely significant. This has the number 3. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, loneliness, rejection, betrayal, potential for strength. That's more like potential to recognize and embrace your strength. There is something here that is weighing heavy. I want to say like in a specific way where it's weighing heavy on your heart. Something is hurting it's painful for you. It's causing you grief and suffering. You might feel alone, rejected, betrayed. And I think your spirit guides want you to know that you deserve to feel connected, accepted, embraced, and respected. Oh my gosh. For me personally, Mother Earth type of energy is more sassy. So it's like that grandmother that you don't want to mess around with is the best way I can say it. She knows her worth. She has a lifetime of experience. Maybe potentially here you could have a grandparent ancestor or a great-grandparent or something like that trying to connect with you, and it could, I feel like it is someone of the same gender. This is some interesting energy, because I think like this earthy, Mother Earth, Gaia type of energy is coming through to remind you to ground yourself, because when we're in the midst of heartbreak and carrying a lot of pain, a lot of weight, a lot of darkness, it can really mess with our heads. So maybe going outside and spending more time in nature, like touch grass type of vibe. We all need to touch grass a little, okay? I love being in the comments section, let me tell you. But yeah, with this 3, I also feel like you're being guided to express yourself authentically and to move forward knowing and fighting for your worth and what you deserve. This also feels a little bit patriotic and like rights related. Stand up for your rights. This does feel a little bit political. I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty about, you know, certain political things. All I encourage you to do from a spiritual perspective is to use your voice, be open-minded, and lead with courage, authenticity. Lead with change, being the change that you wish to see. I feel like this Mother Earth energy is coming through to remind you to connect with your feminine energy. It doesn't matter about your gender. We all need to be nurtured to grow. That's what femininity is about, from my perspective. But we also need more masculine, assertive, believing in ourselves type of energy, if that makes sense. It's really complicated. You know, like, I'm not here to explain my beliefs to you. I'm just here to guide you to go after the beliefs that you align with and represent who you truly are. Make sure you're loving yourself the way that you deserve to be loved, especially during a time of pain. You know, like, be kind to yourself. Don't do responsibilities that aren't absolutely obligated. I know what it's like to be really depressed or really anxious. And the only thing you can do for yourself when you're in the thick of it is be patient with yourself. And when you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself, be kind. Because you deserve kindness from yourself, and you deserve it from those around you. And that's why you need to know how to be kind to yourself. So you can protect yourself from people and opportunities that are not kind to you in the way that you deserve.